On yesterday, we had a historical thing to happen in the city of Birmingham. They call it historical, you know, made history and all that kind of stuff. But I'm here this morning to talk about another his story. To me, yesterday was one of the most bizarre scenes I ever seen in this city. One of the most comedic scenes I ever witnessed in public. When I witnessed men with size 13, 14 shoes out there kissing each other in the mouth in front of little kids. It was just bizarre. It was like a freak scene going on. That's what I call it. Now, I know about the government and laws being made, but I got a law this morning that came out of Ephesians chapter 5 and verse 31. And it says, shall a man leave his mother and father and join to his wife, and they shall become one. And to have your kids out there yesterday, 6, 7 years old, holding flags, the Bible said, provoke not your children to riot. Proverbs 22 and verse 6, 7. Train up a child in the right way he should go. And when he get old, he wouldn't depart. I'm so delighted and honored that God would have me bold enough to stand here and talk about this issue. Well, all the preachers was yesterday. You know what I mean? The only time gonna make them come out them doors when they stop them tithes and offering in your church. And you can't have Men's Day no more, and Youth Day, and Women's Day. I bet you're gonna have a sign in your hand with Brother Ed then. You're gonna be standing in front of the White House then. No, y'all gotta leave us alone. You know what I mean? But somebody should have stood up yesterday. Ain't it funny everybody got a right but the Christian? So I'm here this morning to talk about my right, because I got a right too. I can barely say praise the Lord in public now. I might go to jail. I might threaten a lawsuit on the job. You can't tell a person to have a blessed day. Ain't it sad? Y'all, I got a text this morning, gonna share it, which I'm getting on out here. I got a text all the way from Washington, D.C. And I'm gonna go on and break the news to y'all, and y'all in the back of me also. In 2 more years, in 2016, February the 9th, you won't be able to marry your partner that you played football with no more. You're gonna be able to marry your dog, you're gonna be able to marry your cat, you're gonna be able to marry your snake, you're gonna be able to marry your rat, your roaches. Some of y'all been with the roaches so long, you might well go and marry the roach. He been around your house so long, you're gonna be able to marry your broom, your mop. Ain't we going crazy in this world, y'all? Ain't we going crazy? I know Alabama made a lot of money yesterday. I know somebody else made a lot of money too. Duracell ain't got no batteries on the shelf this morning. All the batteries gone. I tried to find a battery for my radio this morning. Couldn't find them nowhere. I said, what happened? They said, Reb, they bought all the batteries last night. They celebrated some kind of way. Just bought all the batteries. I don't know what they do with the batteries. Don't ask me that. I'm a preacher. I don't go there. You know what I mean? I don't know what they did with all the batteries. Now, Mr. Mayor, don't stop me in the hallway, you and your security team, and tell me I can't come here talking like I talk, because you got a political job to do, I got a biblical job to do. And I'm going to do mine and you do yours. I'm going to stay in my lane and you stay in yours. I ain't bought by nobody. If I had to die doing what I'm going to do, I'm just fine. Y'all remember Peter and Paul and Silas were thrown in jail? I'm getting out of here, Mr. Officer. Don't you push that button. You remember Paul and Silas were thrown in jail? You remember the 3 Hebrew boys were thrown in the fiery furnace? You remember Daniel was thrown in the lion's den? They didn't say when he show up or if he show up. They said we know he gonna show up. Why we scared today, preachers?
Your time.
Everybody coming out the closet but the saints. When we gonna come out the closet? And all the gay people ain't show up down there yesterday. We got some down low people that didn't show up. Some of them down here. But all these folks hanging in the parking lot like it's a Magic City Classic, cars bumper to bumper, and just keep going on. And now here we are, Antonio Taylor, life gone. Cut short, 28 years old. Gone, gunned down like a dog. It just don't seem important. Now, I know this ain't about race, y'all. This is just reality what I'm finna say. You couldn't hang out in Mount Brook in no gas station parking lot like this. No. You would have been ran them off. Shut them down. But you can come over there on 3rd Avenue and hang all you want because it ain't important. And why this boy, God, please help me, why he go around endorsing other stuff? Because this ain't important about life. Black life really matters. Round you know black life that you campaign with. When you run around with all the activists, you come up here talking about activists ain't doing that. Forget the act. He flipped the script, Steve, like he did on some of y'all. Now all of a sudden he's endorsing everybody but the black life. That don't really matter, y'all. Somebody got to kill y'all. Somebody got to kill. Y'all know every time you kill a young person, you kill the root, and if you kill the root, it won't be no fruit. Yeah, fruit is produced from root, y'all. You kill the seed, it won't be no weeds. Somebody got to kill y'all. We got all these churches on the corner and mama crying and young people dying. And y'all steady going around doing video prompts and little old politics game while our people are dying. What's more important, a building or a body? A lot or a life? At some point, y'all, we got to get real. I know a couple of y'all really care. I ain't going to say all of you, because I know right now some of this stuff going in some of years and out the other, because it ain't no white kids dying in Birmingham like this. But if they were black, if they were white, oh, we'd be ready to start a fight. Police would be on every block. We got to stand up, y'all. Couple y'all went on, we're going to be there for everybody. We get up here now, we for certain people and all this kind of stuff. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Now, in my closing, because I know she's finna cut me off, I want to say this here. How many of y'all council members voted on that stuff we rounded the other day? How many of y'all voted on that? To put somebody over such and such? Y'all know what I'm talking about. I ain't got to go there. How many council members voted on that also? Because next, let me tell you what's going to happen. What if Black Life come up here and say they need some help from the city? What if a neo-Nazi group come up here next? What if the Klan come up here? The Black Panthers, what, they going to turn them down? Y'all know that's going to end up in a courtroom sooner or later. I can't endorse some and don't endorse all. So we got to be mindful of what we're doing now. Y'all, that was a time when David cried out to the Lord, protect my city. I'm in Psalms 127, verse 1. I saw you, J. Rober, whispering and all that. Say it out loud like you're black and proud.
I just want to let, I would say it out loud.
Verse 1. Y'all listen what he said.
Say it.
He said, Lord, help my city. You know what God told him? He said, except God build a city that watch and watch in vain.
Reverend.
God ain't watching over those cities with the stuff we doing, y'all. It's pitiful, y'all. It's pitiful. It's politics game being played on our folks. And y'all wonder why the vote was so
Reverend Hatcher.
Because we tired of y'all playing games with us.
Reverend Hatch, I want to give clarity to you. That's what I was whispering to Miss Council President Abbott. The council does not have a vote on the appointment that the mayor makes in his administration. So I just want to make sure that's clear for the record. Thank you. That's what I whispered to the president.
Councilor Hoyt.
Yes.
Thank you, President
I want to
Pro Tem.
say it has not gone past me with respect to the Shell station. It has been what I call a venue of violence for some time. I text our new chairman of public safety, Mr. Hunter. I might have done it last night, overnight. I don't know what I did. But I texted him and asked him to pull the police reports on that.
This is what I'm saying. See, don't grab me like that, brother Lord. Don't grab me like that. Don't do that. Don't grab. You don't put your hand on me like that. Don't grab me like that. I don't grab. You don't put your hand on me like that. But don't grab me and mess up my jacket.
So I just want you to know, I want the public to know that it's not beyond my concern. It is my concern, and matter of fact, I've asked those who are responsible for the committee with the police that we need the police report on that, because it needs to be shut down. It's ridiculous. He's right. They're selling these